Hey guys, if you're enjoying this podcast and want to help us out, we are on Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/7lamb, the number 7, LAMB. You can donate as little as $1 a month, and it all goes to helping us create podcasts such as this one. We also have multiple tiers to choose from with tons of bonus content like scripts, extra podcasts, bloopers, talks with the cast, early releases, and bonus episodes of your favorite shows. Once again, that's patreon.com/7lamb, the number 7, LAMB. Thanks. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Will There Be Cake? My name's Robert Lamb.
Whoa.
With me, as always, Amber Simpson.
What up, what up?
And right before we did this podcast, we just went back in time to a very special time, a very special place that we wanted to be. You guys want to know what it was?
What?
We went all the way back to yesterday's podcast and recorded it today.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but now we're back to record today's podcast.
How do we get there?
Right now, because I'm just kidding. That's all pretend. And why am I pretending that we're time travelers, Amber Simpson?
Because today is Pretend to be a Time Traveler Day.
And now you have to pretend because you can't be an actual time traveler.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
I mean, you might be able to. Maybe you got some secrets you're not sharing.
No one's got no secrets.
You don't know that.
Not yet.
There could be.
You think everybody's like that woman in the Charlie Chaplin movie with the cell phone?
Yeah.
Do you know what that reference is?
No.
It's actually, I mean, apparently there was like this video going around online of a lady like in a fur coat or something, like walking down the street and holding something to her face and like talking. And everyone said it was a cell phone, but it's from a 1930s Charlie Chaplin film, and she's in the background. So everybody was trying to figure out what's she talking into, what is it? And then people were like, it's a cell phone, she's a time traveler.
Oh my
and
God.
Nobody really knows. Like, there's no answer for it, but it could be anything.
No one like paused it and zoomed in.
It's really hard because it's grainy and old, but it's like also it's like kind of facing away. I'll pull it up after this podcast to show you, but it's like it's an interesting thing. Who knows? It could be anything. She could be talking to somebody on the street and just holding something, you know,
smelling something.
Yeah,
or brushing her.
But people were like,
or wearing makeup.
Actually, I think one of the things that people thought it was, like historians or something, that were saying like maybe it's an old timey radio, and she's like listening to it.
Probably.
But I don't know. I don't know if they had small portable radios then either, like that small. I don't know. It's weird, but maybe she's a time traveler and she has all the secrets.
Maybe.
I'll never know until she comes back. Or maybe she was never here to begin with.
Maybe not.
What the fuck?
We'll never know. Or maybe we will someday. Maybe that's where all these weird pillars appearing.
All these monoliths.
Monoliths appearing all over the country.
See, the thing about those monoliths that keep showing up that people are saying are like aliens and stuff.
But they could be time traveler pillar monoliths.
They could be, but also
Except
a monolith.
I don't know why they're all appearing now.
But do you know what the monolith? It's like it looks exactly like 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, it really
which
does.
is like one of the most famous sci-fi movies, and it's the same thing.
I think it's just like a group of people who decided to do this. They're like, 2020 is already fucked. Let's just cause more chaos.
I mean, it's really easy. All they have to do is just look at it and see like what kind of metal it's made out of.
I didn't read the last article because I know the one that disappeared in one place and then it reappeared somewhere else. But I don't know if the one that they just found in California, if the one disappeared from the other place.
I think one was like what, Arizona or New Mexico or something.
Yeah, I
like
think
that.
so.
It was out in the desert or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they're all in like weird desert areas. But
of course.
Pretend to be a Time Traveler Day was created in 2007 by the Koala Wallop online community.
The who?
I don't know who they are, but the Koala Wallop.
Koala Walla?
Koala Wallop with a
Wallop.
P at the end.
Oh, damn.
But the dream of us being able to one day travel through time is very much older than that. The first known mention of such a concept is in ancient Hindu mythology. In one of the stories, the king Ravida travels far away to meet the creator Brahma. Upon his return to his kingdom, he is shocked to find that many ages have passed during his relative short absence. It's also been brought up in the Talmud in early Japanese tales. And then a bit more recently, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol tells us about how Ebenezer Scrooge is transported back and forth through time to witness various events.
Right.
And even more recently, of course, Back to the Future is the first thing that we all think of when we think of time travel. Well, at least me.
Yeah.
And we actually just had it.
Back to the Future Day.
Wow, we're doing another time travel one.
Another one. Yeah, but this one encompasses all of it, not just the movie.
Yeah, that's true. So today you pretend to be a time traveler. So, use performance art, humor, and just fun to
I think what I'll do today is I'm going to step on a butterfly and then act like a dinosaur later tonight.
Are you going to wear one of those dinosaur costumes?
Yeah. It's the butterfly effect.
Oh my God.
Step on a butterfly.
You're so clever.
Thank you. Like how many million years ago? And then it just has a ripple effect. I think The Simpsons did a kind of spoof of that too. Like
I just watched that. I just watched that
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't they all have like different like he comes back in time and they have like lizard mouths or I don't know. There's like weird stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think there's a couple different episodes.
Yeah, I think there's like different. He keeps going back in time to try to fix it.
There's so much Simpsons.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of Simpsons, but I always remember that because I was reading A Sound of Thunder at that time, and I thought that was interesting. And then the movie A Sound of Thunder is a very bad movie. But in all fairness, as they were filming, a flood came in wherever they were filming and destroyed most of the set. So they were like over budget and didn't have anything left to really make a better movie, so they just filmed a lot of it in front of a green screen, and it looks horrible. But it's about time travel, which is cool, and it kind of makes sense. The butterfly effect,
Yeah,
you step on a butterfly, then whatever is going to eat that butterfly doesn't eat that butterfly, it eats something else, and then because that something else, is eaten, then it can't take care of their insect babies, and the insect babies die, and then it just keeps going.
Just going
all the way till all of a sudden now we're walking on all fours and we're covered in feathers.
Yeah. That's
I
what's
don't know
happen.
how evolution works, but something like that.
I mean, some people don't even believe in evolution.
Yeah.
So I forgot to mention the 1895 H.G. Wells novel, The Time Machine. And that was the book that popularized the notion of a vehicle being what transported its passengers forward and backwards in time.
It's a good movie.
The protagonist travels to AD 802-701 and observes the future of the human race before returning to tell the tale to his dinner guests.
Yeah, he leaves his dinner.
The movie came out in 1960 and then again in 2002 with Guy Pearce. Which one did you watch?
I watched all of them.
Oh,
the 60s one or whatever is Rod Taylor is the guy, and that one's a little more closely related to the book. The 2002 one's a little different. Like the whole time he's trying to, like, his wife dies in the beginning, so he builds a time machine because he's trying to like get her back, but she just keeps dying different ways, and then he gets stuck and then travels to the future.
Oh, that sounds so sad.
But it like shows like the enslavement of like people because there's like a new race and stuff like that, and like they're enslaving like these blonde haired people that don't talk, and it's weird. It's interesting. The book's really good too, and it's short. But yeah, that's a good one.
And then of course we have BBC's Doctor Who, which has been around for fucking ever. Came out in 1963 in the UK. That's a time traveling The Doctor.
Yeah,
I've watched some of that.
Would you want to time travel in a DeLorean or a phone booth? Isn't it the phone booth? In
Doctor
it's a
phone
Who?
booth.
Yeah. Or
I like the phone booth because it looks like a phone booth, but when you get inside, it's bigger. It's like a spaceship inside. But the DeLorean looks cooler. But it's a lot more work. You gotta like speed and hope you don't.
You gotta
like,
get 88 miles per hour. Yeah.
Phone booth seems a lot safer.
True.
And then of course we have Bill and Ted.
That.
There's a new one of those that came out in quarantine.
I haven't watched it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's like it's about their daughters, which they're the best part of it. Their daughters do a really good job.
Nice.
But yeah, so this website says you're supposed to it's not just about time travel. You're supposed to pretend to be a time traveler.
Wow.
So get a group of friends, go out to a public place and be like, ask people
Where are we?
what year it is, and then be shocked when they say it, or dress in like old timey clothes or futuristic clothes.
Be like, that was another thing. Captain Kirk and Spock and all them, like the whole Enterprise crew, went back to 1970s San Francisco in the fourth Star Trek movie, Voyage Home or something like that. And they like were in the 70s. I remember they like, I think there's like a part where it's either Chekhov or maybe Bones or somebody is on the computer, and the guy's like, oh, you can't talk into that or something like that, or it doesn't work like that. So he picked up the mouse and tried talking into that, and they're like, no, like that, no, because they didn't understand any of the old technologies. So just do that. Just dress like the Enterprise crew and walk around and just say you're from the future.
Say you're from the future.
And try to operate things like you don't understand how the soda machine works.
Everyone will just think you're crazy, but it's fine.
Or like just do like a party, like an 80s party. Just
That'd be
flash
fun.
back to the 80s.
Just dress up as your favorite
Yeah. Just do like a retro
time
party.
traveler, or come up with your own time traveling machine that's not the DeLorean or the phone booth.
Do this.
What would you make?
Here's what I'm going to actually do.
Okay.
I'm going to take my car, my Corolla.
Oh God.
I'm going to tape pictures of dinosaurs and other prehistoric beasts onto the like the windshield and all the windows.
Okay.
I'm going to roll down the windows so that I can just see outside for right now.
But you don't see the
But then I
things.
go, so you don't see them right away. But then I drive really fast down the street. I hit a certain, 88 miles per hour. I
Is your
roll up my
Corolla
window.
gonna go that fast?
Yeah, I might have to get out and push first. But to give it I'll just start at the top of a hill.
Yeah, good
And
idea.
then
There's tons
get
of
some
those in
extra, get some extra speed down the hill. And then I roll up the windows really fast when I hit 88 miles per hour. And I play the like dinosaur noises on my CD player, because I still have a CD player.
That'll totally
And then
work.
I listen to that while I look outside my windows and I see all the dinosaurs. The only problem I see with that, besides going fast and all that kind of, and like finding a hill and everything like that, the only other problem I see is not being able to see out of the windshields because I taped up pictures of dinosaurs and I'm pretending I might hit somebody. I drive slower then.
Wait, you're taping it to the windshields too?
To all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, all the shit. So then I look outside, I'm like, oh my God.
Well, then you just need someone to like transport you.
Where?
Like you're the president. Like someone drive in front of you.
Oh, okay.
And then you're
That's
just
true.
like, drive fast. And you block off the roads.
Take a left.
Take a left.
No, there's a T-Rex that way.
Well, the other person wouldn't transport because they don't have the windshields covered.
That's true.
So once you get to the dinosaurs, you're fucked because then you might hit dinosaurs.
That's true. Well, I don't know. I just think that'd be cool. Would you, if you could time travel, would you ever think about going back to dinosaur times?
Yeah, for sure.
Would you really?
Yeah.
What if you might die?
I mean, as long as I knew that I could time travel back when I was ready.
Yeah, but like, what if you time travel and like, because
Like right into
this
like,
was one thing
a
that
herd of T-Rexes.
yeah, heard of them.
That's what they're called, right?
I think so. Yeah, you just like, like right into a raptor nest. Like,
yeah, that'd be... Well, then you just go away right away, and then you keep trying until you get...
So the other thing was, and this was, I think, referenced in the H.G. Wells book, because I always thought about this when I was watching the movies or like watching anything time travel, is like when you time travel, I think it was in the book, he says that you got to be careful when you time travel, because when you time travel, when you come out of it or whatever and you like just appear.
Come back in time or go...
No, when you're going back, like
okay.
back in time. Like say we're sitting right here and we go, let's go back in time 20 years.
Okay.
Maybe further than that. Let's do 100, 200 years. Because the house is still going to be here. So like, let's do 200 years. We go back in time. But maybe the house isn't here anymore. But when we come back, a tree might be right in where we are. And it goes like through us and kills us.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because that's one thing. He's like, you could get trapped in a wall or something. Like if you come out of it where there's a wall already that wasn't there when you were.
Do all the time traveling movies and shows, when you time travel, it time travels like back to that exact space? No one like changes locations? No one's like, I want to go to this time in this place?
I don't think it changes locations.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, maybe Doctor Who does, but Back to the Future.
Because that would be hard if you built some kind of time traveling machine and then you're like, okay, I want to go back to this event, and then you had to like fly to New York
you'd have
so
to,
that you were in the right spot for
yeah,
it.
if you wanted to go see the Renaissance,
You're not gonna
going to
fly.
start here
Yeah.
in Florida. It'd just be all swamp.
Exactly.
You're like,
So like how do you know that dinosaurs were all over the world? Maybe there wouldn't be dinosaurs if we went back in time here.
That's true. But if we went back in time 80 million years ago,
I'm sure we're
I
close
bet
to
you
water
there-
though, so there'd probably be water
or we'd
dinosaurs,
be
at
in
least.
like water. It
Or
might be like a
we
lake or
would be
something,
in
or
water.
like or the ocean.
That's true. Maybe Florida didn't
Or
exist.
Pangea. Go back to Pangea. So we're just in the oceans. That'd be so scary.
That would be scary.
Can you imagine you go back in time with your little device, you fall into the ocean, and you drop your device into
And
all the
then
way
you're
down.
dead.
And then
Yeah,
there's
I
just
think
like sea creatures swimming around you.
if time travel ever happens, just like my purchasing of the next gen consoles, I'm gonna wait a little while to see how it works out.
I say
I'll
that
be
with
on that
teleporters
second
too.
round.
Like
Yeah,
when people are
exactly.
like, "You can get to San Francisco in 2 seconds." It's like, I'll wait.
I'll wait.
a
Let's see how
little
many
bit.
people die the first year, and then maybe I'll go.
How many people come with their face facing the wrong way, their ass wrong, like in Spaceballs? Like,
So, according to NASA, the theory of general relativity provides scenarios that would support time travel, and has said that it may also be achievable through wormholes in time and space.
See, I think like it probably is possible, but I think it's more possible of like, yeah, if you were in space floating
Right.
and you traveled through one of those,
I think
whether they
that's the
can
only
create that here,
one. Just like
I don't know.
What's that one movie that came out?
Interstellar.
Yeah, Interstellar.
Yeah.
That was weird. But unfortunately, any living being trying would unlikely survive.
It's like when they were like, they're like,
Yeah,
we're
you
going to
just
go down
get
to that planet. Okay, but if you go down to that planet, time passes differently. So like every 7 years is, or like every minute that you're down there is 7 years for me. And then they come back and he's like an old man. It's like, to me, I'm like, he waited. Like,
Yeah, right.
I mean, I think he had to or some point, but like, that sucks. He just lived on a ship for 70 years. Yeah, no, that stuff is freaky.
Stephen Hawking said that it was a possibility. He proposed that time travel isn't possible. However, in the years following, he became increasingly frustrated that he could find no physical law that would prevent time travel, and then changed his mind, making headlines saying, time travel may be possible, but it is not practical.
If you were to time travel, you'd have to be careful of something like the butterfly effect, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, would you want people just time traveling all the time? What if they fuck something up? What if they kill your dad or
What if
something
they
like
kill
that?
your
Like,
dad?
like I mean, like not on purpose, but just like it happens. I don't know. Oh, here's a time travel question.
Okay.
I think I might have brought this up before on a different one, but there's one of the radio shows here, the Cowhead show or whatever, but now it's Mike Calta's radio show. But back in the day, they had this hypothetical question where they said, if you went back in time and walked into your room and you saw the past you sitting there, and you jerked off that past you.
The past you was jerking off when
No.
in?
You walked in and gave him a hand job.
Ew.
That's you, though.
Okay.
Is it gay? As in, like, is it
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying.
because it's technically you?
It's technically you, but you're still touching.
I just
I don't know. That's
They
what-
literally went on like this, like 20 to 30 minute, just like
Of course
going
they did.
back and forth.
that
And I
sounds-
remember most of them were like, "Nah, it's not gay. It's you. You're doing
Yeah.
it to yourself." But then one guy's like, "No, it's still another dick. it's still
Still
another."
not the dick
Yeah.
currently attached
She's
to
like,
you.
"It's not you because you're you, and you see." They're like, "But it's a past you." He's like, "Yeah, but you're still doing the action to somebody."
And that's
else."
weird because it's like younger you.
That's true. And they're like, "So what? You just walk up behind you? Like, I'll give you a hand."
Yeah, just do it from behind. Don't look at me.
I always like that hypothetical.
Fun.
Anyways, so and one of their, I remember one time they were like, they brought it up again or something. They're like, "Why do we keep coming back to this?" He's like, "I like how that's our first question. Not would you go back and kill Hitler or
Yeah.
anything like that. It's just would you jerk yourself off?"
Would it be gay if you jerked yourself off?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, Umbrella Academy. He's there. They
Oh,
They go back in time in this last season, and they're trying to kill
It's
the guy who assassinated JFK. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Well, one
of
of
the
them's
kids is.
trying to keep it going. Like, he says it has to happen, I think.
Yeah. It's the one dude is trying to kill him, and everyone's like, "Bro, just chill."
Yeah. That's crazy. That was good. That was a good season.
I don't think we'll see time travel at least in our life.
Not in our lifetime. I
Or
think
ever.
it'll be a while before they figure it out. I think they have to explore. I think we
It's
still
gonna
got to
be-
explore more space and stuff.
I was gonna say it's gonna be like when we're hanging out in space on a regular basis.
Yeah,
Maybe that's when they figure it out.
and I still think that's years away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Years.
Definitely. If it even happens,
Yeah,
that's scary.
space is scary.
Space is scary.
It's
Every
so
time
vast.
travel is scary. It's all scary.
Yeah. Who knows? In
Okay,
60
but
years we'll be dead. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
pretend to be a time traveler today. If you don't want to be around people, you could just go troll people on the internet.
That's what we're gonna do.
I guess I don't know how you would troll people on the internet because you can't like pretend you're from the past.
Hey,
Ooh, you
guys.
can pretend you're from the future.
I'm from the future. I'm back. Ask me anything.
Ask me anything.
Here's my AMA on Reddit.
That'd be funny. Do it.
Take a picture with like a newspaper that like you just paste a new date on it. Like, all right.
Or just watch. I mean, it is Christmas time, so you can watch that Christmas time traveling movie.
It's a Wonderful Life.
No,
Which-
I already mentioned it earlier. What was it?
It's a Wonderful Life is kind of like
Do they
it's
time
the same
travel?
thing as like Christmas Carol, kind of.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Christmas
But
Carol.
like It's a Wonderful Life, he dies or whatever, and then they show him what his life would be like if he wasn't there.
That's
and
true.
then he's like, "I love everything. I love you, house. I love you, car." He just runs around.
I love you.
Do you want the moon? I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it right down for you.
Oh my god,
That was pretty good, Jimmy
that was
Jimmy
good.
Stewart. All right. Do we have a cake?
Yeah, I think you try and make a futuristic looking cake and say that you went to the future to buy it.
Or buy a cake yesterday and then eat it today, and then you have a cake from the past.
That's not as fun, I don't think. But if that's your choice, go for it.
Or just have somebody deliver the cake, but when they deliver the cake, have them tell you that it was supposed to be for tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
like
you got it early.
one of those those
Like 2-day shipping on it.
message deliver people where they like read it to you.
Yeah.
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 And then they like make up facts from the future and be like,
Or watch any time
Here's your
travel
cake.
movie
yeah,
and just eat
or
a cake.
show. There's so many.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is. Cool.
Easy
It's a
peasy.
cake day.
It's a good day.
All right, guys. We will, you know what? We're going to travel all the way till tomorrow. That's when you'll see us again. Bye, guys.
Bye.
This has been a Seven Lamb production.